Hey y'all, talking about diet tricks and tips to get you through the holidays without a lot of weight gain, because holiday season does not mean it is a foregone conclusion that you will come out the other end larger. You want to stay the same. And it is possible to even lose a little, but let's just go for staying the same through the holidays, all right? So first things first, if you're going to a lot of parties, spoil your appetite. You do not want to show up to a party on an empty stomach, because those little piggies in blankets are going to look awfully tasty. So, some of my favorites: a handful of nuts, a couple hundred calories, just a small handful, not with that much, just a small palmful. 200 calories, good fat, a little protein will definitely cut the hunger, put a little something in your stomach, so you don't want to be drinking on an empty stomach. Great option there. The ones we always talk about before, the apple with some almond butter, cashew butter, a little bit of cheese is great. That's about 100 calories. You're getting your serving of fruit in, and this is such a great time for apples, especially here in the Northeast. So great. So we like that. That's a good oldie but a goodie. Again, this one, boiled eggs. I always like to keep a stash in the refrigerator. Pull out one or two of those. You can either chop it up with a little bit of mustard, or I just eat them with a little salt. Just slice them up and eat them. 150, 160 calories. Again, that will kind of tide you through, so that you don't just jump ravenously on the first waiter that is passing canapes, because that's not chic. One of the things I've been doing lately is avocado. Great fat. Your skin, your hair, your nails love this kind of fat. Very satisfying. And I just cut it open, pull out the pit, and a little salt, and I stand there and just eat it with a spoon out of the shell. That's what I had today for my snack. It was delicious. It was so good, and I was my afternoon snack, and I am not hungry. I'm good to go till dinner. So a very, very healthy snack there. A couple hundred, 250 calories. It's a little more caloric, but wow, it's so good for you. Edamame is a great choice. The whole beans, preferably organic, just flash frozen. 150, 200 calories, most of these packets. I put a little sea salt on it, and you're getting the whole soy, not hydrolyzed or whatever they call it, that real processed soy that they say is so bad for you. This is the good stuff. So those are a couple of things that really have worked for me. So you spoil your appetite. Then once you get to the party, so you're dressing for the party. Wear something that's a little more fitted, where you have to kind of hold up and hold in, and it'll remind you, because if you're wearing something that's belted or fitted, you've got your spanky spanks on, you're kind of a little more conscious than if you're wearing something sort of flowy, glowy, and you're going to not feel the expansion of your waistline quite as much. So that's a good thing. Also, accessorize with a clutch in one hand and your wine glass in the other hand, or cocktail glass in the other hand. That way, when the waiter comes by with the aforementioned canapes, you have no hands free and you cannot eat anything from the tray, right? Plus, you look so chic with your cute little clutch and your little glass of champers. When you do finally hit the buffet line, 2/3 of your plate is green, green, green. Leafy greens, salad, things like that. And then 1/3 is protein, some kind of healthy protein. Then if you're going to have a treat, and I know you're sitting here saying, Maddie, it's holidays, it's time to treat. Well, the fact is, a lot of this whole idea about treating around the holidays and indulging is because the rest of the year was pretty dour. It was we didn't have access, 100 years ago, to tons of sweets and all the specialty items. And so the holidays were a big time to indulge, because you didn't get those goodies the rest of the year. But we live in a land of plenty. We have pretty much anything we want, pretty much any time we want, all year long. So the whole indulging thing is a bit of a stretch at this point in our development. So make it more about reconnecting with your friends and your family. That's where the real treat comes in. If you don't eat pumpkin pie all year long, why on earth are you eating pumpkin pie one time a year? Same thing with eggnog. If you love eggnog, you're probably drinking it already during the year because it's your favorite thing. And if you're that person, you need help. But why is it this one time a year that we feel the need to eat all this weird food that we never eat any other time of year? So kind of keep that in mind. And I know Aunt Susie and her famous Jell-O mold may go uneaten, but Aunt Susie's just going to have to deal. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. It's not your issue. Just eat the things you really, really love. And if there's stuff that's kind of, well, it's tradition, you have to have it. I think that's kind of silly. I think the best traditions are more about the people and more about the experience than about the food. Although, if you love one thing, so your thing is pie. So don't eat the bread and the pasta and the stuffing and the pie. Just eat the pie. You get one treat. For me, I'm more of a savory person, so the pie, it's not really worth the calories for me because I don't prefer the sweet. But if you give me a plate of garlic mashed potatoes with truffle butter, oh, I'm in heaven. I'd much rather have truffle mashed potatoes than pie. So that's so the pie, I can take it or leave it, so I leave it. All right, so I hope these help, and sorry I haven't been posting. We were moving, and so amid all the moving chaos, I haven't been able to post that much, but I will get back at it, I promise. Oh, and for the nail art girls, you may want to know, I had a gel done, and it was kind of a sparkly pewter, but it was too silver tone for me because I'm more of a warm tone person. So I just went out and bought, I think it was NYC, it was not like $2, the glitter, gold glitter nail polish, and I just put it right on top. So it gives this really cool sort of mosaic effect for my holiday nails, although I'm going to probably switch it up into a brighter color here in another couple weeks, but that's another story. All right, y'all stay as fabulous as you can stand to be. I'm Maddie Roberts.